Bro, I gotta tell you the story of how I met Goldberg, bro. This happened months ago, but I'm just getting around to telling the story now. It was the funniest shit that ever happened to me. Alright, so boom. Back in like August, I went with my lady over to the American Dream Mall here in Jersey. We went there because there was this convention going on and there was a bunch of vendors out there selling cool shit. Cool. So she went specifically for Pokemon stuff, but it was like football vendors, Dragon Ball Z, video games, and of course wrestling, obviously. So it was a grand old time regardless of the fact. And crazy enough, I actually lucked out and I walked away with a War Turtle plush that I've been looking for like dumb long. But anywho, soon as we walk in the mall, I remember having to take a wild piss, so I runs to the bathroom. And this part of the story right now is very important once you tie everything together. So I was wearing this DX chalk line shorts, some black t-shirt that I don't really remember, and I was also wearing my black Yeezys. The fit looks something like this. But more importantly, I was wearing this wrestling eater bag that I got back at WrestleCon. I bought it from this vendor named Flighty. We love Flighty. Flighty's dope. Make sure you follow and support Flighty. Anyways, this bag always gets me compliments whenever I walk into the door. So when I walk in the bathroom, I see bro in a Mighty Ducks jersey, and as I'm walking in, I compliment his jersey because it's clean. And naturally, the first thing he does is compliment my wrestling bag. Then he compliments my DX shorts. So after we get done glazing each other, he stops and he actually tells me, yo, Goldberg's out there. You gotta meet him. He doing meet and greets for the convention. Pop through. I'm like, alright, say less. I dap him up and I keeps it pushing. So my immediate two thoughts after this interaction are, wow, Goldberg's here. A legend, and he would immediately be the most famous wrestler I've met to date. Also, I pray to God this nigga I dapped up washed his hands before he left the bathroom. So we get to the convention, and it's a calm crowd, it's nothing too crazy, which immediately should have been a red flag number one if we talking Goldberg. But I'm like, we probably came late, and they was about to close up the convention in like 2 hours anyway, so it made sense. I'm walking around with my lady, and she's perusing Pokemon cards, running through a bunch of items, and like the grown-ass man-child I am, I'm circling the block just seeing what's out there. Ultimately, I see bro on the side with the jersey and he says, yo, did you see Goldberg? And I'm like, nah, actually I didn't. Where he at though? He like, yeah, bro, he over there in the booth off the edge. So I scurry over there thinking I'm about to run into wrestling royalty. I'm preparing myself to not sound like an absolute geek. I get to the booth and I'm like, all right, bro, where's Goldberg? For context, Goldberg is listed at 6'4" and is fucking shredded. And I'm barely the average height for an American man, and I got a little bit of muscles or whatever, but they get negated by how portly and busty I am in real life. Now with that being said, somebody who couldn't be more than like 5'5", much less muscular with a head full of hair, pops up out of nowhere and he's like, hey, I heard you looking for me, I'm Goldberg. I'm like, I know you fucking lying. So I'm running along with the joke a bit, which made for a really awkward situation. But he dead ass out here. He's like, hey, it's me. It's Goldberg. I'm looking at him like, Now, I'm trying to think, we talking about Gilbert or something? I'm looking for every possible avenue possible. That would have made much more sense. But one thing you gotta know about me is I don't really do well with awkward situations. Like what I'm finna do, I'll lie and get through a situation just so we both don't look stupid in it. So I'm putting on my best, ha 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 ha, that's funny, ha ha. I'm putting that impression on, thinking this nigga's delusional. I had to come up with a lie to get up out that jam. And in retrospect, the lie kind of made sense, but what I said was, I told him, hey, I gotta run back to the car because I want you to sign my wrestling mask. Which doesn't sound crazy because in retrospect, obviously I do that for my content. But he immediately looks at me like I'm a freaky ass internet nigga, bro. Like, he looking at me like I'm Legion of Goon. That shit was crazy. But he was super nice. He's like, yeah, okay, take your time. Do what you gotta do. Whatever. So I scurry off and I start walking back towards the parking lot to hide out. And after a while, I turn back just to see if he's still looking. This nigga is staring a hole in my back, looking at me with this look like, yo, fuck wrong with this nigga. I called my lady over and I'm telling her about this cringe ass situation taking place. And she not really like super into wrestling per se, but she know who Goldberg is. She like, what you mean it's not Goldberg? Like I thought bro from the bathroom said he was gonna be there. And I'm like, I know, this shit is weird. So now I gotta go hide in the car while you go and do your Pokemon shopping. She says, well, maybe he's like a hockey player or something. I saw that he had the hockey jersey on. And in that moment, my brain went full Jimmy Neutron. I think back to the bathroom. Bro had on a hockey jersey. I complimented him. He tells me that Goldberg is here. It's a Mighty Ducks jersey. The nigga in the booth was clearly not a former defensive tackle for the Georgia Bulldogs. Son, The nigga I met at the spot was Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks movie, bro. Oh my god, that shit was wild embarrassing. I feel like a complete dumbass after it all registers, but after solving that mystery, like, I gotta head back there. I gotta go and like redeem myself. So I go to the spot, I lie again to him, and I'm like, yeah, bro, my mask wasn't in the car, but you know what, I will buy a print. This was me trying to rectify an already cringe situation. But he was nice about it in the end. Him and his mans was definitely trying to get me to buy a bundle of autographed prints at like $100, and I was like, I know you fucking lying. But I buy one of the prints, I get me some red mango froyo, and I get the fuck out of there. And that's the story. So I didn't meet Bill Goldberg, but Shaun Weiss was cool. Shout out to him. Jersey native. This is the first time I ever done one of these full-length story times, so if you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, at least you listened to this, so thank you. I don't know when I'm doing another one of these. It really depends on the next time some dumbass shit happened to me in the wrestling space. But you should still like, share, and subscribe. Like, I promise you it's a good time, bro. It's other content coming. Follow me on all platforms at I Hate Vonnie. Y'all be easy and have a good one. Go wash your face.